What's up, guys? It's been a while. Football season's right around the corner. Let's get back into some videos. So the off season's going on with college football, and as you know, AP polls came out today, and the top 25 stuff came out, and there were some interesting things that happened. So we're gonna jump right into that, and yeah, football season starts Saturday. Miami, Florida, in Orlando, Camping World Stadium. They just made a home and home 2024 and 2025 with each other. I expect it to be a good football game. Both teams really high energy. You're looking at Miami. You got Jaron Williams, Georgia boy. He went to a couple high school in Georgia, committed to Kentucky, and then he decommitted to go to Miami, and then decommitted and went back to Kentucky, and then decommitted again. The guy's all crazy sometimes in the head on who he wanted to play for, but he decided to go to Miami. He won the job, and he will be starting this Saturday against the Florida Gators. Florida Gators have a really good defense, and I'm excited to just see it. This football season, I expect it to be one of the best in a while. Definitely one of the best quarterback play in a while. I mean, you look at the number one team in the country, Clemson. Trevor Lawrence, what a star. He's a star. He's a true sophomore from Cartersville High School. You know, the guy's unbelievable. And he's a leader to this football team, and they have a great offensive core coming in, and their defense is unreal. They lost some people like Christian Wilkins, Cleveland Farrell. So how are they going to replace that? They're just going to bring in a hell of a recruiting class, and that's exactly what Dabo did down there. You look at number 2, you got Alabama. Not really much to say there. It's Alabama. You know, they're always great every year. I think Alabama's coming into this season with just, fire lit up their ass, to be honest. You see him get embarrassed in the national championship. And, Tua didn't have his best performance. I knew he battled his leg injury, but I expect Alabama to come in with some anger. And they're going to want to make a statement to the world. So, that Alabama team last year, very, very young. You're talking a lot of sophomores, a couple juniors. Just to look for a fire offense with Tua and the quarterback. And you got best receiver in the country, Jared Jeudy. And so Alabama's got some studs. So that's going to be fun to see. Georgia, they're good every year. They're a three-headed monster in the running back core every single year. Their offensive line's unbelievable. So defense is great. Kirby Smart has built a great culture and a great program down there at Georgia. And I could definitely see Georgia finally maybe getting themselves their first national championship if everything goes well. They're led with a bunch of seniors. Jake Fromm at quarterback from Houston High School, something like that maybe. But Jake Fromm, they got a young receiving core, though. They lost a lot of receivers, and their best guy in the offseason got kicked off team. But I think Georgia's going to be fine. Their offensive line is a little inexperienced, but they have a great center. Their defense is great, as usual. But I feel like Georgia's going to be a very good football team this year. Oklahoma, this is where it gets good. Jalen Hurts transfers in, the old Alabama guy. He went something like 30 into it, Alabama. I don't know if that's the exact stat, but something ridiculous like that. And Jalen Hurts, of course, is going to be the starter at Oklahoma. That's not even a question. But his backup, Spencer Rattler or something like that, I don't know. Number 1 quarterback coming out of high school. This guy's a stud. So Oklahoma's making quarterbacks. Lincoln Riley's the quarterback whisperer now. He's unbelievable. Oklahoma's going to be fun. The defense is it's good for a Big 12 defense. It's nothing special for the country, just because Big 12 doesn't really play defense. But their offense is going to be super fun to watch, super high powering, and you got Jalen Hurts, so that's going to be fun. Now, a couple things I was shocked with. Nebraska getting into the top 25. You look at that, Scott Frost, I know it was his first year last year, but Nebraska was terrible. They were horrible last year. And this year, I don't know. Maybe they had a good recruiting class. I know they got Mr. Kentucky, Wan'Dale Robinson. Yeah, but Wan'Dale Robinson, with this little offseason issue, he got a little marijuana charge. Now, yes, they did say no charges are going to be filed against him, but that's a thing that you can't have in your program. You can't have distractions like that, and especially if he's going to be your star offensive wide receiver. So Nebraska is going to be interesting. Now, they are one of the best fan bases in the world. That's a great stadium. So maybe they're going to be good. I don't know. I mean, they're 23rd, 24th in the rankings. So it's going to be interesting to see how Nebraska is. But maybe it's their year for a Big Ten championship. But I don't know, because you look at Ohio State. And Ohio State had some things. Gunnar Hoke, Kentucky transfer into Ohio State. He's an Ohio native. He gave Justin Fields a run for his money this offseason. Let me tell you, that was unbelievable to see who's going to be the starter. They did name Justin Fields the starter, but makes you wonder. Gunnar Hoke wasn't that great at Kentucky. Nothing against him. He just didn't seem that great. But if he's giving Justin Fields a run for his money, it's going to be interesting if you're an Ohio State fan. So, but yeah, now I got to be biased. I got to talk about Kentucky for a second. You know, this has nothing to do with 8 people. And no, it does. Kentucky didn't receive a single vote. That's funny. Yeah, Kentucky lost their star, Josh Allen, on the defensive side of the football. They've lost their amazing running back in Benny Snell Jr. But they've got other places, you know? Kentucky's not getting 10 wins this year. They're not. But Kentucky's going 8-4, 9-3 at best, 7-5 at worst. And they didn't even get a top 25, just even a rank, just not even a vote from the poll writers. And you know what? It's great. It's great. You know why? Because Kentucky, all they need is just more bulletin board material. Because look, today, USA Today's rankings came out, and they ranked Toledo ahead of Kentucky in the rankings, Kentucky's week 1 opponent. Kentucky doesn't get respect. It's nothing we really expect. We love it. Yes, Kentucky might have one of the worst secondaries in the country at the moment. So we'll see how that goes. But they're progressing every day. Brandon Eccles is finally getting reps. And look, their secondary might not be great because they're young and inexperienced. Look at that defensive front. TJ Carter, Quentin Bohanna, Joshua Pascal, who did beat cancer. Shout out to Pascal. Xavier Peters, a Florida State transfer, trying to get granted eligibility. He looks like he's NFL ready with his body. Kentucky's got some studs on the defensive side of the ball. In my personal opinion, they're top 3 in the SEC on the offensive line. They only lost one guy, George Asafajayo. You're bringing back a captain in Logan Stenberg at the left guard position, arguably one of the best centers in the country, but he's ranked probably 2nd in the SEC, and Drake Jackson. You get one of your best recruits at left tackle, Landon Young, and Terry Wilson. He's a junior this year. You got good 3 tight ends, and Lynn Bowden, arguably one of the best playmakers in the country, and maybe the SEC. He might be the third best receiver behind Jared Jeudy. I think he's number 1 personally. Even though Jared Jeudy probably is. But look, Lynn Bowden's a stud. People don't understand that. Kentucky's got some playmakers, and their schedule's favoritive to them. All their home games, I'm going to Kentucky, Florida, all the home games are good opponents, and that's what you need if you're trying to be a good, just have a good year. But, all right, well, now we're back in the swing of things. It was good to see you guys. It's been a while. Been just making TikToks, Maconsports 419. But yeah, just been joking around on that. But I will talk to you guys later, and football season can't get here fast enough.